Yeah. So far, I think.
You all right, guys? Yeah. All right. We'll kick off.
Would yet be as good as an answer as well? If you ask me, are you okay? And I say yet. That doesn't count then. Okay.
Jurgen, just on Lazar going to Fulham yesterday, obviously only 24, it's probably a move that he needed at this stage, isn't it?
Yeah. For him it's brilliant. It was, I can imagine, unbelievably difficult for him. That was not too easy for me, that's not too important, because having a player like him in the wider squad and not using him, but that was clear. Lazar knew for a long time how our plans are, and for different reasons transfers didn't work out, and we were not responsible for that. Let me say like this. And now he can go to Fulham, can use and show his potential again, which I'm happy for him. He's a good lad and a really good footballer, and hopefully it will work out for him.
Just back to Wednesday night, it's been highlighted that obviously only one half of the pitch was cleared of snow at half time. Can you just give us any kind of thinking behind that? Because people have mentioned the word gamesmanship. Is it anything like that?
No. The situation was like probably everybody saw. When we had the warming up, it started snowing, and the pitch was completely okay. Then we went in, and then when we came out, it was like full of hail or whatever, or wet snow. It was really difficult. Pitch was difficult. So, and pretty much I would say we had in the first half around about 80% of the ball. So only one team really suffered from that. It was us. So, but not because of that. It was then clear that our ground staff tried to clear it, but we didn't have enough manpower. So they realized how difficult it is in a moment when they started doing it, and not more. And there was no plan. Nobody told them do it in there. I can promise that or swear or whatever. Nobody told them clear our pitch side or their box, if you want, where we are more often. On the other hand, I heard now that people say, "What is a sportsmanship?" But it's an advantage. You can see it as an advantage as well. If their box is clean, then it's better to defend. It's not that much coincidence. The first half we scored a goal in a box full of snow. So that's how it is. We cannot change that. But we just in England, people are obviously not used to it. In Germany, you would give shuffles to all the people, and even in the stands, come on the pitch and help, and you have 15 minutes to clear it. We had even commercial things going around on the pitch. Obviously, it doesn't happen too often. Next time, first of all, there will be no commercial if it's snowing on that side, on the Cop End side, and or no side actually. And we will have enough shovels to clear the pitch, because that's football. And the heating obviously couldn't deal with it. At the end, it was a bit better. You saw that immediately than in the game, but it was a difficult pitch to play on.
And just check on team news as well. Is Trent fit this weekend, and any return date for Joe Gomez yet?
No, both not. No return date for Joe, and and Trent is getting better and better and better. Really close. I hope he's in full training next week, and that's very good then, but not for now.
Simon?
I dare to assume that because James Milner is available from suspension again, that he might go back into that right back slot. But I mentioned about Jordan Henderson and the job he did. It's potentially his 300th Premier League appearance if selected this week. So what's
Henderson,
Premier League appearance. So just wondering in terms of the job in general that he does, because he doesn't always get the praise that I'm sure that you think he deserves.
Yeah, but whatever I say, I cannot change that. So it's all about if people say what they say. You write what you write. I'm completely fine. Look at the numbers of games Hendo played since I'm in. So I don't think there's any doubt about my opinion about Hendo. So it was from my point of view, it was a really good solution for the right back position. He was not really used to it, that's clear, but the most important thing that was the defending on that side, because there it was clear that it will be, or we expected them to be on that side, really really active, let me say like this, because of Chilwell and stuff like that. But he did a really good job, and he's doing in general a really good job, not only on the pitch, off the pitch as well. So I'm happy.
Talk of nervousness undoubtedly comes up as you get nearer and nearer towards the end of the season. And many clubs, many sports use psychologists or whatever it is that is needed. Is that something that you use here? Is that something that you consider using going forward, or do at the moment already?
What?
Using
our mind, our brain. Yes, we use our brain from time to time. No, it's a situation in sport, and you have to create an atmosphere and a belief and a mood in the team over the full season, or over in our case, over the last 3.5 years. So that's what we do. We always go for it, and we had a lot of situations with tight games at the end of the season, qualifying. We had twice the chance to go to a final in a cup competition, a European Cup competition. Twice we went there, we did it, and yes, we lost in the finals, but that was not because we were nervous or something like that. It was for other reasons, and so we developed well in that department. We had a lot of stressful situations and did it anyway, and so we don't do anything different. We always are in talks. We always are positive about our situation, not blind, but rather positive than the other way around. And we do what we always do. We prepare ourselves. We handle our situation our own way. We have no influence on the feelings and stuff from other people. And it was always clear, if you wanna win something, then there will always be a bunch of people who hope you will win, and will another bunch of people they hope you will lose. And actually, you have to ignore pretty much both in your preparation. And at the end, hopefully, you can celebrate with the ones they want you to win something. That's all we do.
Juliet, Mike, and then Carl. Juliet first.
Yeah, when you look at the positives there, 61 points at this stage of the season for you. 63 points was good enough for a top 6 finish. I think it was Arsenal last season with 63. That just goes to show, doesn't it?
To a top 6 or top 4? Who want to be in the top 6?
No, I know. It's a measurement of how far you are at this stage of the season.
Yeah. Okay, that would be a disappointment if we have 63 points in our 6th in the end of the season. So from that point of view now, that would be not too cool. But it's nothing bad to say about our season so far. Nothing. It's all good. The boys did the job, did a fantastic job. And that's why we have 61 points. So it's all good. But we don't compare it with another season. You cannot compare it with another season because obviously last year we had, I'm not sure if it was this time already, but it felt like last 10 games we had to win each game because Chelsea was here constantly winning games and games, and we wanted to be fourth so desperately. And next to that, we had to win each game in the Champions League pretty much. Yeah, so it was. We know the situation, so there's nothing really different. We are employed by Liverpool FC, a club with a big fan base, and a club with big dreams, and we are the bunch of people who have delivered these dreams. That was always clear from the first day, and nothing. We tried that, exactly that. So there's we don't think. Most of the time I don't know exactly how many points we have, because during the week I forget it because I don't think about it. It's then after the game I have to count. Well, it was 61 and now 64 or whatever. So because it's not important. We don't want to come in somehow. We want to finish the season in the best way we can. It's not that we hope for something or whatever. We know the only way to reach the highest level or spot is to win football games, and that's what we are working on. We really, sometimes in more difficult circumstances, because of the injury situation, stuff like that, because the opponent, because tactics, it's always different, but that will never change. That's the only thing we really care about.
Yeah, again, great for you to have James Milner back again after suspension. He can play in a number of positions, and you saw against Leicester that Jordan Henderson playing at right back, it's another position that he can play in now, and he did pretty well. How important is it going to be to have players like that, and you've got Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Shaqiri, who can play in a variety of roles, particularly final third of the season when you get more suspensions and injuries?
I don't hope we get more injuries because we have already enough suspensions. I hope we can come through without.
Generally, you do.
Yeah. I think traditionally we always have the most injuries around that time, and then then they come back. Hopefully that's how it looks in the moment. Hopefully it will be like that. No, that's how you build a squad. You know about these players. You know about them, that they can do different jobs. If you don't have them, you need 3 players on each position, and that's then a really big squad. Because you think 2 players on a position are enough. That's enough until one is injured. Then it's already a bit thin, and in the moment when this guy is injured as well, then you need all the others to do the job on that. And that's what we could deal with that, and hopefully it will stay like this. But there was no doubt about that. We have internal solutions for different problems. So yeah, credit to the boys.
This weekend is the spin around from the first weekend of the campaign. Same set of fixtures. Obviously, you would have wanted to be top of the Premier League at this stage. Is it where you expected to be when you were planning for the season?
No. Look, I think a completely logical suggestion, even especially if you think about the last season, and then you have to expect City being top of the table again with a comfortable lead, I would say, because we were all good last year. We had fantastic football games, played super football in different games. That's all clear. But at the end, they were so consistent that was unbelievable, and I didn't see any sign why it should not be like this year. And so far, they play a fantastic season as well. Just ours is a little bit better so far. That's all. But we didn't think about it. We didn't expect it. We didn't dream. Maybe people dreamt of it. I don't know. But there was no reason to think that far ahead, and we don't think now until May. Why we should have thought in last summer about May 2019. It's just the job to do, and play the best football you are able to play. That's actually enough. If you try really that week in and week out, it's enough work to do to achieve that. Why you change constantly? Only is that a joke, or is it that, like, if you would make a movie of that, it would be like this always? Yeah, cool. That's cool.
I'm sorry.
No, all good.
Yeah. You said earlier about how some people hope you will lose games.
I'm sure. Yeah, no problem.
When people are taking delight in you dropping points,
I cannot help them.
And I'm talking about, even players of rival clubs are doing that. Does it show what a strong position you are actually in? That they're so delighted.
I'm not sure what that says about us. I would say it says a bit more about the other person. I would say I don't know exactly what you mean, but.
Well, the example that I'm specifically is Kyle Walker at Man City. Seems to take great delight in dropping points against Leicester. That's the specific example, which generally,
I never celebrated that another team dropped points or lost the game. For me, that's not allowed. I never asked anybody to clear one side of the pitch and leave the other one in the mud. So that's how I understand sports. You have to do your own things. You have to work out, to try to show your best performance. And I don't care. So I don't understand it. Yeah, for supporters it's a bit different. For people involved, I don't understand. But it's nothing to criticize from my point of view, because I don't understand it. How can I criticize it then?
Anything else, Carl?
Just on that then. How much of a reality check does the draw against Leicester provide? Because obviously there's a lot of expectation in the stadium about that game. I know you will say that the players, it doesn't affect the players, but is it a reality check that you have to be on all the time now?
Yeah. That's we spoke about that in December. When we said that each game feels like the most important of the season. The only little difference was we won all of them. And that's really difficult. And you need, in a specific moments, 2 things. A little bit of luck, that's always like this, and the right decisions from the referee. That's how it is. So, and in this game against Leicester, I think it was clear we were a bit unlucky with a couple of decisions. So that's how it is. But it's not a problem. We don't blame that or moan about that. It's just a fact. And if the reality check was, can we play 1-1 against Leicester? Yeah, that's a reality. We can. And other teams can lose, and other teams can draw, and we can that as well. But I saw that we tried everything to win it. Especially the start was brilliant. Then we lost it a bit. We had this fantastic goal, then we had a fantastic situation with Bobby. Nice chip, nice chest, got the ball. Brilliant save of Schmeichel. The biggest chance we gave them, or the one big chance from Madison we gave them, because Ali was a bit late. He had to judge the ball as well. Differently, the ball came. It was a bit slower. That's why there was a block. There was a cross. Madison with the header. Then the other header, or the big chance, but there was Maguire was offside. If that would have been a goal, then we would have been really unlucky that day. Yeah. So then we all know about the situation with Sadio going through. If you see the situation again, that's a 100% chance, because on the other side Mo is going through. Unlucky. It happened. The ref judged it differently. So reality check is you have to do whatever you can to win a game, and still to accept that some things can go against you, and that we will go again, and we will go again. Did I feel brilliant after the game? No. Did I feel really good the next day? Yes. And when I woke up in the morning, because I was still healthy and together with my boys, young enough to reach everything. So, and was the sun shining? Yes. I think so. The sun was shining as well. So everything was fine. So let's go again and again and again, and don't think about the last game or whatever. And here we dropped and there we dropped. If other teams wouldn't have dropped points, we would not be first of the table. So that's the nature of the game. That can happen. You have to do the best you can, as often as somehow possible. And then at the end of the season, you will see what happened.
David?
Yeah, you mentioned last time that Joe Gomez had a sort of small setback in his recovery. Is it looking like maybe the Bayern Munich game might be a realistic target for him, or you're not even putting daytime at the moment?
No, don't think so.
You don't think it'd be a realistic target?
No.
No? Maybe after that?
Yes, after that, yeah, anytime, we'll see.
Just what are you expecting from West Ham?
Wow, that needed until
12 questions.
Wow, yeah, a lot, to be honest, because we started the season against West Ham with a brilliant game from us and not a very good game from West Ham. That day they had a lot of new players, new manager, all that stuff, and we were strong, so that made life quite uncomfortable. Since then, they had still a couple of weeks where they really had to find together. But then they did it, and meanwhile they are one of the strongest teams. How many points did they have after 6 or 7 match days? There was 0 or 2 or something. It was really bad start. Since then they are pretty much nearly a top 6 side. So, and that's what we should expect. Most experienced manager, I think, in the Premier League at the moment. Really good football team, really good signings in defense, experienced on the fullback positions. Rice, how do you spell it? Rice, fantastic development this season, next to Noble in midfield, experience and youth. Then you have the wings, really strong. Anderson, fantastic signing, and Marko Arnautovic, outstanding striker. So having then Sami Nasri now around, Snodgrass, second, third, fourth spring, I don't know exactly, but really back on track, and that's just a brilliant Fabianski in goal. It's a really, really good football team, and so that's what we have to be ready for again. And yeah, it's not to compare with the first game of the season. We expected that day a very difficult game. It was not that difficult, but for 2 reasons: we were really good, and they were not that day not ready. But now they are ready, and that's a completely different cup of tea.
Well, I think we need now, as we finish the game.
So that's what Naby Keita and how you feel his development's been. He's played obviously a few different positions for you in these ones. Are you happy with what you've seen?
Yeah, happy so far, but still a lot to come. So Naby is outstanding player, but still have to improve. But game minutes, games, language, all that stuff, get more and more settled. Yeah. Everything will be fine, and it's fine so far. But we can really expect a lot more still. That's how it is. Welcome.